Alright, so with all of the stuff going on lately with Vicky Guerrero getting fired, Brad Maddox being hired, and Vince, Stephanie, Triple H all jerking each other off, yeah, even Stephanie, it's got me hot on this topic that I gotta talk about, because it's getting fucking old right now. And I'm talking about general managers, okay? The general manager storyline, like, throughout professional wrestling. In my opinion, you know what kills a wrestling show faster than one of the fastest things that kills a wrestling show? It's the general manager storyline. When they got guys out there talking about who's going to manage this, who's going to make that match, or I want to be in charge, I don't fucking give a shit. I don't care. Like, I don't fucking care who's in charge and who's making the matches. Just make the goddamn match. I just want to see people wrestling and wrestling characters furthering their storylines. Not storylines of guys that don't wrestle and have no business being in the fucking ring. Or guys that used to wrestle and don't anymore. Or just old farts walking around like Vince at this day and age. I don't give a shit what these people have to say about who's in charge and who's fucking doing this and doing that. I don't care. Okay? I don't fucking care. It ruins the show, in my opinion. It totally kills the momentum. And they act like when there's a new general manager announcement coming, they act like it's the be all end all and it's this big fucking deal. And like when Vicky got fired and Brad Maddox got hired, that was like a 20+ minute segment. Are you kidding me? You're going to devote over 20 minutes of airtime to this garbage? No! No! Fuck no! I'm not going to... Like, I skipped through the whole thing as I imagine did a lot of people. It's a waste of time. When you have a general manager, a new general manager, nobody gives you shit. People just want to see wrestling, or they want to see the wrestling characters do things to help themselves out and other wrestlers. Not these people that manage, that don't wrestle. I don't fucking care about this shit. It used to be good back in the day. I'm talking like 1996, 1997, you know, beginning of the Attitude Era. Like, that was when it was at its peak. That's when it really took off, this whole general manager storyline bullshit. But ever since then, it's just gone down, and now it's fucking abysmal, but they just keep grinding on it. It's like, you know what it is? It's a creative block. It's a fucking dead end creatively. They got stuck on this idea back in the 90s, and they just can't fucking get off it. It's like they can't think of any other better way to put matches together than to have this GM come out and either be a face or be an asshole. You know, like, come up with something else, please. And I'm not saying do away with the general manager completely. Here's what you do. You pick a guy. I would pick somebody famous, somebody that will really, you know, the fans will really love and get behind, like maybe Bret Hart or Mick Foley. Take one of those guys, make him a general manager. And you know what you do? You only have the guy show up every once in a while. He doesn't need to be on Raw for 5 or 6 segments on the fucking show. Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here. You take a Mick Foley or a Bret Hart, make him the manager, and you have him come out maybe once every couple of weeks, or maybe once every, like, 4 to 6 weeks. Only when they're doing big-time storylines bring him out. You know, in the meantime, you could just have him you could just say he made the match and just announce that on the website. You don't have to come out and have him stand on the rampway and say, I'm making this match. You don't gotta do that shit. Just make the match and then have him come out and wrestle. You have the announcers, the commentators say he made that match. Backstage segment, quick one, saying that the guy made the match. I don't even like the backstage segment. That just takes up time. Just make the match. You don't have to devote time to making the match. Let's just pretend the match has already been made, and only during major storylines, like for this Punk Lesnar thing, Mick Foley could come out and deal with that, or Bret Hart could come out and deal with that for a couple of minutes, and then that's it. But leave the storytelling and the character screen time to the actual employees of the company, not to these guys that manage or don't fucking do anything. You know, it's like, I want to know if you guys agree with me on this, because I can't fucking stand it when they just devote so much airtime to this garbage that I don't care about. So, in my opinion, as far as the general manager storylines go, well, you know, it was hot back in the 90s, and then you had Vince McMahon was epic back in the day, and then Stone Cold the Sheriff, of course, he was awesome. Mick Foley was great, and it was around that time after that. Yeah, Eric Bischoff was around for a little bit, and then right around there, it started to fucking go downhill. And the WWE even gave up on it themselves because they brought out the anonymous Raw general manager. That was pretty much them saying, we're done, but we still need somebody to make matches. No, you don't. I mean, you do, but you don't have to devote on-screen airtime to it because nobody cares. It's just a way to get cheap heat or cheap pop, and it's fucking, it's overdone, it's overused, and it's fucking annoying. So, you know, they gave up on it basically with this anonymous Raw GM and these special guest GMs they were bringing in, like Bob Barker, I think. I don't know if the Muppets actually made matches. Did they? I don't fucking remember. But that was a low point, man. That's a fucking low point. And then now they're back to having actual people on screen taking up airtime, and it's just fucking worthless, pointless bullshit, and they need to stop doing it. So in my opinion, you don't have to drop general manager storylines, just scale them way, way back. Get somebody who's meant a lot to the business in the past, put him in that role, have him come out sparingly, and just make matches behind the scenes. And then when the Raw show starts, guess what? The match is already made, and you can focus on developing your other active characters, not these general manager pieces of shit. That's what I wanted to say. That's my thoughts on what should be done with the general manager storyline, because it's boring, it's old, and I've lately, the past couple of weeks, even longer than that, I've just been skipping every single segment that has anything to do with a general manager in it, because I don't give a shit. I just don't fucking care. I don't care who's leading the show. I want to see the show, not who's leading it. Garbage. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. Let me know if you guys agree with me, or if you disagree with me, and yeah. JV squared 61279. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.